All right, I'm going to now show you how to solve challenge number 5, which is the light switch challenge. This program uses one button, button A, as an on-off switch. So if I press it once, it turns off. If I press it again, it turns on. Off, on. Right, so I'm only using one button, and it's toggling the lights on and off. In the instructions, it says, in order to use a single button to toggle lights on and off, we need to create a variable to track the current state of the light. In addition to the button A is pressed and set variable to blocks, you'll need an if then else block and a set all pixels to block. All right, so let's go over to my new project. I don't need the forever. And let's just start with the basics. We need an on button A click, and we need a set all pixels to. All right, and we'll do, I don't know, green light, why not? So right now, with that, if I press the A button, it turns them all green, but if I press them again, it doesn't turn them off, right? So what we need here is a variable that we're going to use to track on or off. So I'm going to go to variables. I'm going to make a variable. I'll call it switch. And when the program first starts, so at the very beginning, by default, we want to set switch to 0. Right? I'm going to take this out of here. So set switch to 0. So now every time I press the A button, I want to check what is the value of the switch variable. If the value is 0, I want to turn the light on, right? So, and if the value is 1, I want to turn the light off. So in order to do this, we need an if then else block, which I'll snap up under there. And so when we run this, when we click button A, we want to check if our switch variable equals 0. So to check that, we can again go to logic and get a comparison operator and drop it in here where it says true. And we don't want to check if 0 equals 0. We want to check if switch equals 0. If switch equals 0, what do we want to do? We want to set all pixels to green. Okay, and now our light is on, so we need to now update our variable value to 1 to represent on, right? So if switch is 0, then we want to set all the pixels to green and set switch to 1 to represent that now the light is on. So else, so meaning if switch does not equal 0, for example, if switch equals 1, then we want to clear all the pixels and we want to set switch back to 0. All right, so this is basically just simple logic to if the light is off, if it's 0, turn it on and update the variable to 1. Otherwise, clear all the pixels and turn it back to 0. So now when we do this, if I hit it once, it turns on, hit it again, off, on, off, on, off. And it's as simple as that. All right, so that is the solution for challenge number 5, the light switch.